Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kathy. If you're new here, I am a first year 4th grade teacher, and today I'm doing a get ready with me and answering your questions. If you guys know me, you'll see in my videos that I don't wear a lot of makeup. I just don't like feeling cakey and things like that, but I do wear makeup whenever it's a school day just because I do feel more put together and like I even out my skin tone and everything. So honestly, everything that I show you is all that I use whenever I'm getting ready on a normal day of school. I actually went to the gym this morning and so washed my face and everything. I haven't washed my hair just because I usually try to wait until Sunday before the new week and everything. But usually after I get out of the shower, I'll use CeraVe. This stuff is really awesome, honestly. CeraVe lotion. I actually just put that all over my face. It's a super thick cream. But on a normal day, if I am just getting ready, I will use this SPF. I'll use that SPF. I'll just use this Olay stuff. Honestly, this stuff is amazing. Like $11 at Walmart or Target or whatever, but it has SPF 30 and I love using this every day. So I just usually put those two things on before I apply makeup, depending on how dry my skin is that day. Let's go ahead and get started. So I usually use this for my face. This is Lancome Skin Feels Good. It is SPF 23 and it's just a hydrating skin tint healthy glow. I actually use this for my wedding and that's why I still have like a whole bottle left. And it's super dark if you can't tell. That was over the summer, so let's go ahead and put this on. I usually just put the tiniest amount on my hand like that, and I'm too lazy to put water on my beauty blender, so I'm just gonna use it like this. Hopefully I can see. Actually, I'm just gonna go with my mirror. All right, I got my mirror. It's right here, so if I'm looking down, sorry, but your girl can't see anyways. By the way, I'm getting my contacts soon. I have an eye appointment on Monday, so I don't have to wear glasses, and I'm just so excited about that. Like, just small things that I never had before. I'm just very excited. So anyway, just did a little dab on my hand and I just kind of spot it like that. Honestly, this is probably getting too dark and I have two different colors, so just gonna apply that to my clean and moisturized face. This will probably help if I actually wet my beauty blender, so I'm so sorry that I am being lazy today. This stuff is honestly amazing. I got it from Sephora, I think. Yeah, Sephora. It's $30. And honestly, I went in there and I was like, I just need something super light for my wedding, which is almost unheard of because I feel like everybody wants to look flawless on their wedding, which I did. I just love when my skin peeks through. Like, I don't like when my face feels like covered. I usually have really thin and they're just like really lightly colored eyebrows. In general, Asians just have thinner hair and like I just don't get a lot of body hair, but my eyebrow hair is super thin. It's black, but it's super thin, so I always have to fill it in. But recently I've been dyeing my eyebrows, and little hack, I don't remember, some YouTuber, I forget her name, she dyed her eyebrows with beard dye, like the small tubes that you can get at Walmart. It's called Just for Men, like beard dye or something. I literally bought that because she tried it and she literally dyed her eyebrows with it, and this is like my second time dyeing my eyebrows, but it is so worth it. I feel like it takes less time in the morning if I dye them. And I don't know, like this doesn't look like thick or dark or anything, but it is dark for me, so I think my base is good. I hope you guys can see this. I hope my camera isn't like too bright or anything, but anyway, let's go ahead and start with our questions since I just finished my face. I just screenshotted. I didn't get a lot of questions, honestly, so I'm just gonna answer them the best I can. Thank you guys, by the way, for submitting your questions and everything. I love reading them and I love answering questions that you guys have. So first question is from Dana Dachi. I will add everybody's Instagram name on here, but I think it's Dana or Donna. So sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. She asked me, where did I go to college? So I just graduated from Mizzou, class of 2020. So fun fact, I guess, I was supposed to graduate in May of 2017. So that's how far behind I am, but totally okay. So I graduated 3 years later than I was supposed to. I actually went to MACC, which is a community college here in Columbia. And so I went there for a little while, and college was paid for there, so I just kept going because it was free. And honestly, I just didn't know what I was doing. My parents didn't really know much about college, and so I was kind of just going in there blindsided. And when I did, I met a bunch of friends there. Like, a lot of my high school friends were there, and so I kind of just stayed, and I was working a almost full-time job at the time, and so I kind of worried more about work, and then I did school, and so I was very behind, and I didn't honestly think anything of it. I just thought, oh well, it's okay, like I don't really know what I'm doing anyways. Like, I just had a total shift in mindset ever since I started going to Mizzou and when I started dating my boyfriend, Brandon now, which is my husband. Everything just kind of changed for me. He like really pushed me to go to college and everything. So if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be in college today. I don't know, but things were very different back then. Anyway, I went to Mizzou. I just graduated. I did student teaching here in Columbia as well, and I didn't even get to finish the rest of my student teaching because of COVID, obviously. Mizzou was really awesome. I really liked it. They have a really good education program, and I met a lot of really good friends there. Next, since I've never done a get ready with me, just bear with me while I figure things out. I'm using the Anastasia Dipbrow pomade in the color Ebony, and then I also bought their like little brush that comes with the wisp. Dip a little bit in here. The reason why I like this a lot is because it lasts all day. Really good stuff. And since I just dyed my eyebrows, I feel like I don't have to go crazy on filling them in. Look at my two eyebrows. This morning has been a really productive morning. We woke up really early compared to how we'd wake up on a normal Saturday. We love sleeping in on Saturdays, like sleeping in like 9-ish. Usually I wake up around 6 on a normal school day, and so on weekends I like to sleep until at least 9 or 9:30. But today we had to take our dog to the vet, so we woke up early for that. And yeah, I went to the gym with Emerson this morning. We did a little bit of legs, a quick leg day, just because we're just not feeling it this week. I'm actually gonna hang out with her after this, so I'm not getting ready for her or anything, so don't worry. I just decided that after the gym would be a good time to film this video, so yeah, we're just gonna hang out, just chill. We also did a lot of cleaning this morning just because we really needed it. So eyebrows are done, face makeup is done, and I usually try to just let my makeup set in first before I put powder on and stuff. So we'll go to the next question. The next question is from L0 Lords, I think. Thanks for your question. Her question or comment is tips for a healthy marriage. So my husband and I got married last year of 2019 in July, but we were dating for 6 years before he finally proposed, and honestly I wasn't in a rush. We were just very content with how we were living, how everything was going. We're both still in school. He's now in med school, and so our lives were just very busy at the time, and so I never rushed him. He never felt rushed. It kind of just happened when it happened. I can tell another story of how everything went down, but we have been married for a whole year now and a couple months. So tips for a healthy marriage, I would say the main thing, like some cliche things, are communication. Like, I don't know what I would do without him because he is my literal best friend. Like, I can tell him anything. When I say anything, I literally tell him every single thing. I'm very open already, but I feel like just me being open really helps because I feel like I can say how I'm feeling to him and he won't judge me. So I really like that we have that open communication. Just imagine being in a relationship and you feel like you have to hide things, or you feel like that partner's gonna judge you, which I don't think I could do that. I'm the kind of person that needs to say what I need to say, or else it just feels like I'm bottling it up. So that is my main thing, communication. Number 2, I would say make sure that you know before you move in together and before you actually get married that you know this person well, because I feel like some couples can get rushed into moving in together and things like that, and I feel like then you really realize who that person is, and it can be really hard for people and it can be really stressful when you're moving into a new situation, you're moving in together and you don't really know how that person is in their home environment, and you guys are really close if you're at home together. So I feel like just looking out for those things is a good idea. I don't really know if that's like a marriage tip, but Another thing is just finding balance for yourself, finding balance for you guys, for your significant other has really helped us. Whenever we first started dating, we were very young, obviously. We started dating in high school. We'd always argue about small things that like don't even matter right now, but we were just young and like immature. But I would say our biggest thing right now is that we have figured out what makes us happy, whether it's being alone or whether it's hanging out. We try to balance those each week. Usually we'll have dinner together every day. We'll have dinner together and then we kind of do our own thing for the rest of the night. And since he is in med school, he has a very weird schedule right now, but I usually get home around 3. We'll go to the gym and then we'll have dinner together and then we kind of just do our own thing. He'll play games for the night. I'll get on my computer, things like that. But I think just finding that balance while you're together is one of the main things that has really helped us, because we love our time together, but you also need time alone. And sometimes it can be hard to think, whoa, I don't want time alone. Like I want to be with my boyfriend all the time or my husband all the time. Finding that balance makes you appreciate being together so much more. Trust me. I used to be the person to be like, let's hang out, you know, every single day. Let's do something every single day. But now we just have one date night once a week. We go out to eat or we'll go outside and just take Junie on a walk. Just something very simple. Just make sure that you're listening to your partner. Make sure that you do things that they love. So just try new things. Even if you don't like it, just be like, hey, they love it. You have to come to a compromise and just be like, hey, I'll try it because you like it, you know? So we always try to be super flexible together. There's a lot of things that we've done and had to work on to get to where we are now. So anyway, I hope that all made sense and I hope I didn't like go too crazy on that answer. My skin is pretty much set probably. We don't really have that much left. So next I'm gonna use this. It is the NYX HD Finishing Powder. I got this from Target and I think it's like a dupe for the, guys, I don't know, I'm so bad at this, Makeup Forever HD like powder. See, I used to watch YouTube videos, makeup videos. Those were my favorite back in the day. Basically what I do is I use this brush. This is the Ecotools brush and I go in and do my under eyes first and then I just kind of do that triangle that everyone does with their concealer just underneath there, just to minimize my pores. I kind of do right above my eyebrow and then right in the middle of my forehead is where I get kind of oily. That's where I get some redness. A little right there and then I just kind of put a little on my chin. I don't know why I use this small of a brush because I just don't want to put powder everywhere. Like I said, I'm weird about like covering my whole face, so I just dab or tap the thing and then I just kind of swirl this. Guys, this is just works for me, so don't take any makeup advice from me, just watch with me. Don't judge me. Okay, that is all the powder I do for that. Next, I will go in with mascara. This is called the No. 7 mascara. Let me talk about this mascara really quick. Basically, I really love mascaras that are tube mascaras. If you haven't heard of a tube mascara, it's mascara that kind of coats your lashes and it just kind of puts a tube around your hair or your eyelashes. It's supposed to condition them and it's for people who have like really oily eyelids or maybe weak eyelashes, I think. I do it mostly because my eyelashes are very thin and also the fact that I get really oily on my eyelids for some reason, and so my makeup or my mascara always smears like underneath, or there's always like a small black line just because the oil just runs it off. So I've been using tube mascara. I just bought this one pretty recently from Target. They're pretty cheap, like $9. Another perk about this is that when you're wiping your makeup off, it literally just comes right off. Anyway, this is what the brush looks like. It's a small like plastic bristle brush. I like these better for getting like really in the crevice. I don't curl my eyelashes. I just did my mascara. I think today is gonna be just a clumpy mascara day. I envy you girls that have beautiful long eyelashes, thick eyelashes, because I could never. Next question is from Hyde 2000. What is one thing you wish you knew before student teaching? I had an amazing host teacher. Her name is Haley. She's amazing. When I was in other classrooms, I feel like I should have watched all the styles and all of the teaching methods and all of the ways that they use behavior management. I wish that I paid attention a little bit more to those things and wrote notes about them because I really wanted to be in the moment. But I did catch on really quickly. I worked in a Title I school, and so I caught on really quickly on how a lot of the teachers use behavior management, and they were all different. So I tried to use pieces that worked for me, and a lot of it came from Haley too. She uses conscious discipline, and that's why I use it a lot in my classroom now, or try to virtually. One thing I can say though, advice-wise, is try to be as friendly as possible to everyone there. I'm the kind of person that says hi to everyone I see. Like, I think that's just a respect thing. I will always wave at them, just ask them how they're doing. But I feel like when you're acknowledging people at the building, they recognize that. People like that in the building notice when you're really part of the community. And so I would say just make sure that you try to be a part of the community as much as possible. Really get in and do your PDs with your groups, your teachers. Communicate with other teachers, not just your host teacher. I feel like getting a good range of a community and support system at a school is so important. Just be professional, be responsible, and just make sure that you're making those connections, not just with the kids, but with the teachers. Next, I have this. It's the Anastasia, whatever, Beverly Hills bronzer. It's in the color Cappuccino. I actually got this from Marshall's, and I was so excited about it. I really wanted a nice bronzer that didn't have a highlight. I actually use this bronzer kind of all over my cheeks as bronzer and blush. And I just take my big powder brush. This is also the Ecotools, and this stuff is crazy pigmented. So I literally just do a tap like that, and then I shake it off. Guys, I really need to put chapstick on. Do this, and then I kind of move it up into my temples because I feel like it transfers really well and super quick, so I don't want like a little circle. So I kind of just put it all over my cheeks, kind of like an all over color, just like that. And then at first I just make sure I concentrate on my cheeks. You can tell that I have some on, but it's not harsh. Next question is from Yasmin Teaches. Hi Yasmin, thanks for your question. She says, hi Kathy, how did you prepare for interviews? I love this question because I interviewed back in April. I got done student teaching in March because of COVID, and we just basically had to shut everything down. So I got hired in April. I had my interview that day, and a couple hours later the principal calls me and she offered me the position. I didn't think she was gonna call me back so quickly, but guys, I swear to you, it was my interview. I practiced for it. I think it makes the world of a difference if you practice. And it's not just practicing, just, you know, just saying it in your head, it's practicing with a person. So you need that other opinion, or I needed it. So I actually practiced it with Brandon. I didn't have a problem doing that. I mean, obviously I'm nervous as I'm doing it, but that's just how I'm gonna be in an interview anyways. I just looked up teacher interview questions. I put down a big list of what I think a school would ask. I put a list together on Google Doc, and then I even went to YouTube and then I looked up teacher interview questions. So I would just type in teacher interview questions on YouTube and Google, and you'll find a bunch of things. I just copy and pasted everything. There was probably 20 questions that I practiced over and over. I know that seems extreme, but I'm telling you, it is worth it. What I did is, first I watched the video and it gave me a lot of pointers on what to say, what they're looking for, and just cutting everything else out that doesn't matter. Saying the important things that they want to hear, not just what they want to hear, but it needs to be true to you. Like, I never faked anything and I never made it sound like I was too good or anything. I was very truthful, but I didn't say anything that didn't matter or didn't pertain to the question, if that makes sense. On Google Doc, I literally typed every single answer out to those questions. And then what I did was, for maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours, I went through all the questions and just read them out loud, said them in my head, literally just practicing like it's a test almost. So I did that. And then I asked Brandon to come upstairs, help me just say them out loud. And then as I was answering questions, he would just give me pointers like, oh, you probably shouldn't say this, or just they want to hear this and you didn't have to say that part, you know what I mean? Sometimes in an interview, you can lose touch of what you're trying to actually say because you're so nervous, and trust me, I am so nervous, like pit stains. Tell me a little bit about yourself. So I thought, okay, they don't care if I have a dog. They don't, you know, that stuff they don't care about. They want to know where I went to school. They want to know where I was born, maybe. I told them where I was from. and they want to know my experience with student teaching. I mentioned that I was a student teacher at blah blah blah. It was a Title I school, so I got a lot of experience working with Title I kids and just in a Title I school. And if there's something unique about it, like you maybe did an after-school program with your teacher, you can mention those things too. My main thing is just don't be afraid to ask someone to practice out loud, or if you don't have someone you can practice with, practice in front of a camera, practice in front of a mirror. But I would just say making sure that you practice out loud and watch those videos on YouTube. The one video I was talking about, I'll try to link it on the screen as well. She did such an amazing job at explaining, just getting to the point of a question. And honestly, just be yourself. That's the main thing. It's like they're looking for someone that is themselves. They're looking for personality. They're looking for someone who will work hard. They're looking for someone that can get along with others. So just look at those qualities and ask yourself, okay, I can bring that to the table and they'll love you no matter what. And if that school doesn't work for you, it just wasn't meant to be, move on and you'll get another opportunity. I did my research on the school. Once I got hired, I went to Twitter. A lot of schools are using Twitter now, so I went right over there and I checked to see what the teachers were like. I checked to see what the support was like. Guys, that is all for my makeup. That is literally it. The last thing I have to do is just put some dry shampoo in my hair since it is dirty. I am washing it tomorrow, so I just try not to wash it too much because my hair is super thick and I don't feel like I need to straighten it all the time. So I just use this. This is the Batiste dry shampoo. I don't love this one that much. It's the Divine Dark, just because my hair is black. I wanted to try this out, but it leaves this like film in your hair. Once this is out, I'm gonna go back to the Batiste, like the Dry and Fresh one. It's like the blue bottle. This one just not cutting it for me, but that is all my questions. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me put on some makeup and just talking to you all. I hope I answered your questions well too, because this is my first time just sitting down and filming a video straight through. I hope you guys liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe. Next week I will be next week I'll be uploading my outfits of the week. I just filmed it last week, but I wanted this video to go up first. Let me know what you guys think down below, and thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.